Hey, what's up everybody? We're back with some more Binding of Isaac. Dude, this game, so much fun. Repentance Plus, I'm having a blast. Hopefully you guys have been having a blast too if you've been following along. But YouTube reach hasn't been the greatest, so it is what it is. If this video found you, then great. I'm glad to have you along for the ride. Before we get into things, if you guys do enjoy this, please do subscribe. I'm not like those other people, it's like, you gotta subscribe right now. But I would really appreciate it, but if not, no hard feelings. I'm just glad to have you guys along for the ride. So anyway, we're picking up kind of where we left off. I just like playing Isaac. If you guys have seen my other things, you probably know that. But yeah, we're already starting off with Envy, which not my favorite boss, just because the ones he breaks into get pretty damn small. But I guess it's not too bad, but it's whatever. We just gotta break them apart. Gotta scramble this man like some eggs. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out on this. I like to just kind of ramble on, talk about things throughout my playthroughs. So I got a couple topics prepared, which, you know, I've been trying to do better at, and hopefully this will be a lot better. But who knows, maybe you guys are gonna be like, man, this he's so shit at talking, just shut the fuck up already. And if that's the case, that's alright. Shoop de Whoop off rip is pretty nice for that. We basically got a portable brimstone. Can't complain with that. Finger, honestly this one's kind of good in the sense that you just look where you want and it deals damage to things. Not a ton of damage, but it allows you to like keep yourself safe while also like damaging things, so it's pretty good. Personally, I like it. Like, there's a lot of better items, but I can't complain. You know, we're not hoping for some crazy busted build right now, just something kind of content. But yeah, I kind of got a couple topics prepared. I'm not gonna be like, okay, I need to talk about this, and this, and this, and whatever. But we did get a lucky nickel. That is pretty good. We'll go to a boss room, but yeah, I want to thank you guys for some recent YouTube success, because last video got 100 views, which for some people that's like, man, that's a bad video for me, and you know, for me that's pretty good. I think the most impressive thing is the watch time, because if you guys didn't know, this is my second channel. And my main channel has like 500 subscribers, but even lately I haven't been getting like hundreds of views on my videos, and I've been like putting out some pretty quality stuff. Like, if you guys are interested, I'll leave the link in the description for that channel, but I don't really post much there anymore, and it's a lot of Roblox content, which I'm trying to move away from, but it's one of those things, like, I grew up playing the game, so you know, you just kind of enjoy playing it when you can. But yeah, easy secret room real quick. I'm glad we got some extra hearts from the boss, because we took a little bit of damage there. I do love the heart, or not the heart, the finger, what is it? Definitely a fan of that. So I'm glad we got that off rip. A lot of better items, but it's okay. But anyway, two Binding of Isaac videos ago, I guess, that one got about 100 views, which was pretty good, but that wasn't even the craziest part. It was the fact that that video got 100 watch hours. Y'all, if you saw my last one, I already talked about this, but literally it means that people on average were watching that video for like an hour. And so that's surprising to me that people enjoy my content enough to do that. You know, I was getting like, I think it was like 1,000 impressions, but only like, what, I don't know, it was like 0.8% of people were clicking on it, which it's fair. I'm not the most popular person. I mean, I have 10 subscribers. Of course I'm not popular, by any means, but anyway, it just got a lot of watch hours, which I was really happy about. Because I'm on main channel with all those subscribers, I would struggle to pull 20 watch hours a month. So getting 100 watch hours in like, what is it, 2 or 3 days was beyond me. So I really appreciate that. If one of you guys are the ones that's like watching me, then I'm glad to have you along. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. But yeah, I guess continuing on YouTube, I've been posting here for, I believe in my main channel, it's 6 years now. So I started when I was like 12. You can expect my content was as good as a 12-year-old could make it. It was by no means good at all. But it was whatever. I was content with it at the time. I'm not content with it anymore, to say the least, but it's whatever. We're gonna do the boss real quick. We didn't get our item, but it's alright. But anyway, yeah, so I started out on that channel. You know, I'd be lying, like, you know, you can say whatever, but I do still play Roblox here and there, because it's just been a game that I've always enjoyed. And, you know, sure, I could probably grow up a little bit and find some other games to play, but, I don't know, it brings up like a lot of nostalgia for me, which I enjoy. Let's see, Squeezy, not too bad, can't complain about Soul Hearts. I'd like to try and find a key though, so that we can get ourselves into our item room, because I prefer not to miss out on an item. How I'm gonna get in there, who the hell knows? Yeah, well, okay, we do have one key. I didn't see that. I don't know what this item is. I know I've taken it before. It's just heart. Let me see. I'll take child leash. All of these are for my familiars. I'll take the homing one, because I feel like that would be good. Also, I can't complain about the health up. A lot of better items, but it's by no means bad. I'm thinking my secret room's right here. No, here maybe. Nope, we are not getting lucky today. Let's try here. I got some bombs to spare, so I don't mind giving a couple attempts. Yeah, I'm trying to think though where it could be. Here's another good shot. Yeah, that was it. Whoa, okay. Item is very good from secret rooms. Usually that's pretty rare, so glad we got it. But yeah, continuing on what I was saying, I started YouTube probably about 6 years ago. I was making just really shitty Roblox videos. I didn't have any microphone at the time. And it wasn't even until I was like 14 that I even talked in a video, which honestly, I still feel like, you know, when you're 14, you probably shouldn't be making commentary or talking at all, because, I mean, I don't even know if you should really be on YouTube, but nonetheless, I was. It was fun. I had some success playing some games, but, you know, it was nothing like too crazy. And by like some content on that, I mean like a couple hundred views. So what I'm pulling rarely now on this channel, but at least on here I feel like I'm doing a bit better content wise. You know, I'm doing this more so for just kind of hanging out and just rambling on, less than like fully polished videos, because at least for how it currently stands, it is just way too much to try and fully edit a video, because it takes so much work. Like, if you haven't done any sort of YouTube stuff before, if you do, it's a lot. I recommend it because I think it's a fun experience. Also, I have not fought these guys before, but we just got a damn quarter, so I'm glad I saw him. I don't know if it was from the golden poop or what. Part of me wants to blow these guys up, but I think I'll save my bombs. finger is definitely nice though, because I can hide behind rocks. But anyway, so started out on that channel, made some occasional content. It was nothing like really too crazy. Let me see what this does. Mom's Locket heals for half a red heart whenever Isaac unlocks something. I'll take that. It's not like I got any familiars I can use anyway, like for the other trinket. Yeah, so started out making that, made some pretty bad content, just quality wise. And then over the time, I got better at making content. I had some better luck here and there, but not so much to where I'm like, you know, that was my magnum opus, you know. I think that it all still kind of sucked. But it got better. That's the main thing for me for a lot of things in life. You know, I've talked about this in the past. I think in life, just in general, I don't know, you always got to be moving forward. If you can just improve a little bit more than last time, you know, that's good, because progress brings you forward. Shard of Glass, 25 chance to spawn a red heart when damaged. Taking damage will make Isaac gush blood tears every 20 seconds while bleeding. Lose half a red heart. Running out of red hearts or healing red hearts will stop the bleeding. Okay. I've had this one in the past. It was okay. It was a little like, that's a little dicey, but I guess it's okay. The finger's definitely nice for this in the sense that I don't even gotta shoot at him, but the second that he does, I can just turn around and point at him. Who knows why he hates my finger so much, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, I do need some more health, and I think it's got to be an actual red heart to do so, which kind of sucks, but I guess it's okay. We've got some in the previous room, so I think we're all good. Whoa, okay. I didn't mean to open that chest, but we got Mom's ring, so that is pretty damn good. We don't have a key anymore to get into the shop, which kind of sucks because I got the money for it, but I guess it's alright. We do have a long boss room. I don't get many of these. Oh, we got double trouble. Hey, if you're gonna give me double the trouble, there better be double the items. That's my one rule. Anyway, but yeah, so I've been enjoying playing this game though. Binding of Isaac's definitely one of my favorites. Had some success. We had the old channel, which I still post on like here and there, but like I'm not really posting on it like much anymore, so I mean, I don't know. Let's check in here though. Blood Oath starts. Yeah, I don't like Blood Oath. I think what I'll do is this one looks good. I don't know what it does, but I guess we'll figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, we just kind of got to go on to the next floor, I guess. There's not really anything else we can do. I did have a lock chest from the challenge room, but I don't think it would have been anything good. But yeah, I guess a little bit personal, but I guess it's something to talk about. I did get into YouTube through, what is it? I was 12 years old, and parents were getting divorced, and it was just one of those things that it's like, you know, I was watching, I think I was even watching Markiplier, which I still do, still a great guy, but he, kind of inspired me, I guess, to make that channel, and so I made that one. It was kind of during a rough spot. Also, can I get a single item from here? Preferably not the hearts, thank you. But I don't know. I it was kind of nice to have something to do in my free time. But it wasn't like too like I needed to make something, you know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of it, but it's whatever. We're gonna get the heart just so we can stop bleeding. Man, I really just want this item from this guy. I swear if he dips before giving it to me, I'm gonna lose my mind. But yeah, with that, I started out making Roblox content, and then I think I tried playing a couple other games, but I never had success because a lot of my people were from that. You know, and then over the time, I did try out like editing programs. What is it? I guess I'll talk about both because they both played a part in where I am now, which I'm by no means anywhere good. But what is it? I think I first started out with a program called Vidio. That one was like a video editing one, but it left a watermark which I didn't like, and there was no way to get rid of said watermark. And I ended up using that one for a while, and because of that watermark, I ended up not wanting to post videos as much, just because I didn't like having that like look of like unprofessionalism, if that makes sense. But what is it? Over time, I found what is it? I use Clipchamp now, which it's from Microsoft, which I like. Also, we're letting ourselves bleed out so I can take the heart and stop the bleeding, just because I don't know, I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, we started out with Vidio and then moved on to Clipchamp because it doesn't have a watermark and it's officially from Microsoft, which I like. So it's like trusted and it's not gonna brick my computer, you know. It's not like some malware. I need to take some more damage. Anyway, while I'm waiting for that, so I moved to Clipchamp, but it's giving me this one issue which I'm just not very fond about, where what is it, the software occasionally, like, I'll try and upload files to it and it will just forget it. Like, it'll pretend as if nothing ever happened, if that makes sense. Like, I'll upload a file to it and it says that it's working, and then like I check back on it in a second and then it's like, file? What file? Also, I believe this is Poison Tears. Vertigo. I don't know what that one does. Oh well, we'll figure it out. So I've been using that one, but it's like kind of mid. I don't really like it a whole lot. But I guess beggars can't be choosers, because it's better than what I was using, so I'll give it that. Also, what is up with our coin drops? We've been getting pretty lucky with those. I'm super glad we got the finger, by the way. That this is actually proven out to be like a super nice item to have for this. Let's see what's in here though. But yeah, so we're using Clipchamp. That's my software. I like it. Eraser, erase thy enemy. That was a waste. Let me see. Whoa. This is kind of good. But I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Because it can't erase bosses, but it can erase enemies that I don't like. So I'm not really using my shoop de whoop one much, and so we can just try and use this one. Yeah, we'll just erase the bomb flies, you know. Can't complain about things not exploding. Plus we're about to go on to the next floor anyway, so who cares. But yeah. I could use some more health, because I think I'm I want to stop this bleeding. Anyway, so I've been using that. It's definitely a lot better of a software, personally. You know, I'm sure there's some other great ones out there, and if you guys know some, you know, put me on ball. I'd love to know kind of what's good, but I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so we do not have a super secret, but we do have a secret one. The sun's pretty good. It's just hard to come by in terms of items, so I guess we'll try over here. I mean, I already know where my not boss room, but secret room is. Glass shard's definitely good. It's just I do like being given a lot of hearts, if that makes sense. Let me see. Alright, I don't know if I want to waste a bomb on this, but then again, whatever. I kind of want to just see what the tarot card is. High Priestess, literally like one of the worst ones I could have gotten. I should have just... Oh, you want to know what I should have used the eraser on? I should have used it on these little guys, the ones that are like stone, that like they shoot the things at you. They are so annoying. Anyway, I know what I'm going to be doing next time. But yeah. Let's see. We kind of need another heart to stop the bleeding, which it's fine. I'm not like, oh no, I'm about to die. But, yeah. Speaking of YouTube and all that sort of stuff, this is something else I was going to talk about. I'm going to put you guys on a really great watch. You guys might have seen other content by this guy, but he's starting like a series. It's like a first person, like, he does like, it's like low poly, like graphical stuff, like animations, but it's I don't know, it's really funny. It's like a first person detective thing. I don't remember what the name was, but I think it was not too long ago they dropped their first episode. I just watched that like not too long ago. Definitely a good watch. If you haven't seen that, like if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go check it out. I think I just completely wasted my eraser trying to hit one of these guys, so that's fun. Gotta love that. It's whatever though. I do want to wishbone. Ooh. Wow, okay. We just got the item off rip. We need health though, so we're gonna try and kill this guy pretty damn fast, because I need a heart. It's time to lock in. I'm gonna be on half a heart here in a second. Okay, there's my heart. Alright. Well, let's get on the item room. I remember taking this one before. I think it was good. Metal plate, it itches. I forget all it does, but whatever. I probably could have taken more than 2 seconds and looked at what it did, but whatever, I'm too lazy. But yeah, definitely go check out that. If you just search up what I said in YouTube, you'll probably find it. But yeah, it was a really good watch. The guy's pretty funny. He makes content like that on all his stuff. Okay, this room looks really rough. I do not like how this is going, but it's done and over with. That's the main thing. PhD. That's the better pills one. So this one's luck up. And so now I believe all my pills, regardless of what I pick up, they have to be good pills. So that is nice. We're gonna blow up this wall. I feel like it's not secret room. I don't know. Whatever. Boss room is down this way. I don't need hearts, so I guess I don't need to go that way. Really weird that there was just that guy in here, but who cares? I ain't complaining about an easy room. Let's see. You see, like, the bleeding is good because it allows me to kill enemies really good, but if you can't find a heart, you are in so much danger. Speaking of, I am in so much danger right now. In fact, okay, I was trying to go back and get a heart, but doesn't matter. Kidney bean. Oh, I guess just whenever I use it, it makes enemies like me and then attack the other ones. It's not too bad. I'll keep it along. We'll use it in here. But yeah, go watch that series. I guess continuing on YouTube stuff because we were talking about that. I don't know. I am not a huge fan of YouTube's recent changes in regards to like ads. I don't know if it's just me or if other people have been noticing this, but every video that I play, it always has one forced ad that's always 15 seconds. And then there's like a 75% chance that the next one after it you can skip after 5 seconds. Or that it's another unskippable ad. So it's just like, I don't know, it feels like they're just making more and more ads on everything. It first started out with like the removal of ad block plugins. I used to have one, and they did something with their website that made it so that if you got one, it doesn't work anymore. So gotta love that, but whatever. I guess the love thing doesn't work on the bosses, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. I prefer not to die right now if I can manage it. Yeah, big trick with this guy, just loop the room. Just do a big old circle. Blue cap's good. I'll take blue cap. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do here, but yeah, it just feels like they're really like they're going for more like money that they can get, like, which I understand, like you're a business, so you want to make money. I mean, you can't just not make money, you know. But at the same time, it's just one of those things that it feels like, you know, if you're a company that was like really for the people, like I get that they've got like premium, which yeah, you can buy that, but then again, you're buying it. I don't know, it just seems like if it was up to me, I would be like, hey, you know, we appreciate what you guys do. Actually, you know what, I take back what I'm saying, because now that I'm thinking about this, it's actually like a super critical part of their whole business, showing ads, because think about it, the people who are making content on YouTube are getting money for the ads, so if you're running more ads, then I believe that the content creators should be getting paid more. If they're not, that's something they need to kind of start looking into. But yeah, so I don't know, I take that back, because if you just like give people the option to watch ads, like there's nobody's gonna want to watch ads, which in turn means no people are gonna want to advertise there, and then YouTube doesn't have money and creators don't have money, so it is kind of forced, I guess. But oh, that's right, we don't have what is it, better PhD or PhD in general. Would have been nice if we did, but it's whatever. But yeah, now that I think about it, it is like I don't enjoy having to spend at least an extra 15 seconds watching a video, or whenever they do an ad break, watching that. But I can understand the reason why. And you know, I was coming into this actually like kind of like, you know, also we got a quarter. Gotta love just free money. Also, the tower, or whatever one we have, where you take damage and it explodes bombs, it's like a double-edged sword. It's so nice for dealing damage to bosses and revealing secret rooms. But man, it is brutal sometimes. Also, yes, I intentionally took damage there so I could get that soul heart. So, you guys are welcome. I'm amazing. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the new YouTube stuff, but I get it. You know, I'm not like too pissed now that I think about it. So it is what it is. I guess you just gotta live with it. Let's see. We're going against Monstra. This guy's pretty. Oh, we got 2 of them. Not a fan of that, but we definitely do a lot of damage with the bombs, and the kidney thing is nice because on the bosses they do attack each other, so can't complain about that. We do have the secret rock right here. It's just another soul heart. Magic scab. Yeah, we'll just take that. Hey, there's nothing else we can really do, so let's get on our way. But yeah, it's definitely like one of those things, like I don't understand it, but it's whatever. Another thing I've been thinking about, which I don't really understand, and this is one of my topics also, you guys know, like, you've got the games like Helldivers, or what is it, Lethal Company. Like, also really crazy that I got that secret room. I was not expecting that. You got like Helldivers, Lethal Company, all of those games that they were like super popular at one point, and then it was like you gave it a month and then the games are like dead. And you know, there might still be people playing those games, and if that's the case, then I apologize. It's just I don't really see many people playing them anymore. And so from what I see, at least, it seems like it's just like they're amazing for like a short amount of time and then they're just gone. And so also I'm really liking this kidney one, because now whenever they hit each other, I believe they deal damage and explode next to each other. So, but wait, they already explode normally, so I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But yeah, I don't understand the games that die that quick. Like, I feel like once you have a game that pops off like that, like, I guess Fortnite's an example. Fortnite, when it first came out, really, like, I don't know, it went viral fast. And instead of just, like, sitting around on it, or, like, they eventually made an update or whatever, they like hopped on it and they're like, okay, we're doing a new map change and live events and this and that. Like, I don't play Fortnite, so I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it just seems like one of those things that, like, why are you not capitalizing on this? It's such a missed opportunity, and I feel like it's just what leads a lot of these games to just go and die, you know. Like, I feel like there's a ton of games that had they just actually kept posting stuff, they would have done just fine, but they didn't. So yeah, speaking of, the only one out of those games that I mentioned, like, I think I mentioned the main 3 I was going to talk about, but I've only played Lethal Company out of those. And, like, it was, like, a good game, but, like, here's the thing. You just don't add any, what is it? You don't add any updates. Like, they added, like, a couple enemies and, like, I think some, like, small changes, but it's, like, if you're really wanting to keep your people engaged, you've got to, you know, make them stay engaged. You know, you got to keep adding things. You got to keep doing stuff. You can't just sit around. Okay, I kind of want to re-roll for this because this is pretty good. I don't know what this item does. It looks good, but I don't want to risk it. You know, I'm actually going to pull up the Binding of Isaac, or here, Isaac items. Every item in the Binding of Isaac Repentance. And then this one looks like an eye. Okay, I found it. This is Proptosis, gives Isaac high damage tears with a short range, tear size, and damage. Falls off very fast with this item. The further the tear travels, the less damage it does. Oh, so it's just the closer it is, the more damage it deals. I feel like it could be good. You know, we don't need like a crazy long range build. We can just take this. And then I think we could actually re-roll and get more items, potentially. Okay. That was a colossal waste of my money. I should have just stopped when I had the chance. You live and you learn, though. I'm going to drop this trinket in a second, I feel like, because, I don't know. It's kind of mid. I don't like having my tears be like uncontrollable. But yeah, I just feel like those games, they really just gotta start capitalizing on what they've got. Also, if you're wondering why I paused my thing again, I had to pull back up my topics because, believe it or not, I've got things I want to talk about, you know, crazy. Let's see. This is the Angel Room. Kind of sucks item wise, but whatever. Hopefully we get Devil Deal. I might take it if we do. Depends on the items. But yeah, ooh, my big question is if there is Devil Room and we get Brimstone, how does that work with this item? Okay, we're taking Eraser again. That was a really, really good item that I had a ton of fun with last time. We're also just going to be re-rolling until we get something that I'm wanting. I don't know if that recharges my current one, though. We do need 1 coin. If we can just get 1 coin, we'll be kind of solid. Okay. I know that it re-rolled, but whatever. All bomb pickups become double bomb pickups. That's fine. I'll take that. You can never go wrong with extra bombs. That's the main thing. This guy, it's pretty annoying. I died to him on one of my longer runs, which really sucked, but it was whatever. Honestly, I'm kind of getting used to the whole, like, weird swiggle tears. Let me see. I need to grab you just in general, I think. And then, we do just got some general enemies in here. So we'll wipe those guys out. I don't like how I always get hit by damage. This guy is Mini Brimstone. I know that one, so I'm taking you. And I kind of want to get conjoined, so I don't mind doing that. Plus we get Mini Brimstone. Can't complain about Brimstone. Yeah, if we can get conjoined, that should be pretty nice for us. But yeah, speaking on just general games and like their failures, I do have some of my own. What is it? I was going to do a long video on Minecraft Hardcore because I was thinking on that for this channel. That was another reason why the what is it? I was gone for a while because what is it? I was planning on my next video after the first Binding of Isaac one I did to be about you know, I did Minecraft Hardcore for the first time. This is what happened, like something like that. And I got about 20 hours in and I went to the Nether, which also, if you guys are baffled by why did it take you 20 hours to get to the Nether, I like to build. Okay, I built myself such a nice house. just for it to get just completely wiped out because it was on hardcore, I went and I started trying to kill blazes. Now, this was my first time encountering blazes. I did not know that they will just like flat out burn you alive the second you get hit. So I tried to be careful, but I got too greedy, to say the least. And long story short, that was the end of my hardcore run. We're gonna take the mushroom cap, by the way. Like, I don't know. Actually, no, we're keeping you. This one's just kind of nice. Like, I hate it, but I also like it at the same time, you know? But yeah, so I tried to do that. You know, the reason why I enjoy building, by the way, is I've always just done, like, design stuff in my free time. Just, like, all throughout my life. But also, one of the main things, like I was talking earlier about my first channels on YouTube. My first channel on YouTube, I also played a game called Islands. It was like, if you took, what is it, Minecraft Hypixel, and you made it on Roblox, that was basically what it was. A lot of people found me from that at the time. I just kind of... Also, I will say one of the main reasons why I wanted to start a new channel is because on that one, a lot of the subscribers didn't watch me anymore. I used to do giveaways at like subscriber counts, so in a sense you could say that I was basically buying subscribers indirectly. So whatever, I was a kid, it was whatever. But I kind of just wanted a fresh start. Like, I know that the 10 people who have subscribed to me, like, maybe you guys subscribed and you aren't watching me, but that's fine. But what was I saying? The one on that channel, like, at least for that one, I'm, like, confident there's not very many people watching me, you know? So it's like, I'd rather just have a new start. This one I know is pretty good, I believe. We're not really using our brimstone much, which, you know, that's kind of a flaw, but whatever. We're gonna go check out our shop. I was considering not using my key on it, but I think I'll use it. I have a little bit of money, but not a ton. We do get an extra half heart, which is pretty good. What is the present one? I have never taken that one. We're going to take the bombs, though, because I'm pretty confident this wall right here leads into a secret room. Yep. Mr. Keys. I'm just going to blow you up, because I want even more keys. Anyway. But, yeah, so I've just always kind of enjoyed building that, like, kind of blocky style, but, it was just one of those things that, you know, I spent too long building, and then by the time that I did get there, also, I will say, I was prepared, and I still died. I had brought myself, I believe it was, full diamond armor, all enchanted with, like, protection stuff, or something to keep me alive, and I still somehow died, so I'm kind of shit at the game, and I was too greedy. Like, I was doing okay. I was only losing like a couple hearts like every few seconds, so it wasn't like too bad. But I should have taken it more slowly, and I didn't, and that's on me, just like how I should have probably taken that more slowly. But it's whatever. This is going to be our last run of the day. Hopefully we get some better synergy with it. Double shot. Hey, already off to a great start. Cannot go wrong with double shot. But yeah, this is a pretty fun game. I do enjoy Binding of Isaac. But yeah, let me see what else I was gonna talk about. Let me just clear out this room real quick. Yeah, what is it? Today I did meal prepping, because I don't know if I mentioned this already. technically this is day 2, but like it's the same day as day 1 because I was having fun recording and everything like that, and so I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna continue recording. It's whatever. And yeah, so it's the same day. I bought myself a bunch of chicken breasts and I cooked them and they came out great, and I started meal prepping today, which is good. Master key, that is pretty good. It's pretty good, but pretty useless here. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna be heading back to the boss room anyway. But yeah, so meal prep today, that was pretty fun. I haven't ever cooked chicken before, which, you know, some people are probably like, what is this guy doing? What a chud, doesn't know how to cook chicken. You know, whatever. I learned, that's the main thing. So, I know how to cook chicken now. I also made some rice. I hadn't really made rice before either, but I kind of understood the general premise. I just hadn't made any, you know. And so, also pretty shitty boss item, but it's whatever. We got double shot, which is pretty good. I can't complain with the double shot. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I haven't cooked chicken before, so it was an experience. I'm proud to say I can trim chicken breasts pretty damn well. So you're welcome. Amazing information. Where would you be had I not told you that? Anyway, tears up. That's great find. Gotta love that. But yeah, I made chicken breasts, and then I did proper meal prep, because what is it? I'm about 200 pounds, 5'9", 200. So, you know, I'm more solidly built, but I'm not like. Also, I take that back. That item that we got from the boss perfectly like counteracted this guy, and so this is going pretty well. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm not like on the light side by any means, but I'm not like crazy fat, you know. I'm trying to get in better shape, that's the main thing. But with that, you want to try and eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and so I start with 200, try and have about 200 grams of protein a day. So did the math, it's about 9 ounces of rice to 6 ounces of chicken. So anyway, it keeps me pretty good calorie wise. My main thing is trying to just do maintenance on my calories. I'm not trying to like lose a ton of calories or whatever. You know, I want to lose weight, but at the same time I'm trying to mainly build muscle right now, so that's cool. I guess that's what our little guy does. I was wondering what it did. Anyway, we're gonna open up this chest over here in this corner, by the way. It's got me a little interested. And that was the perfect bomb. That's crazy. Spawns 2 red hearts. We'll hold on to you for when we need you. Well, then I guess we'll just blow you up. Hey, we got another bomb. Let it ride. Another bomb. Let it ride. Broken remote triggers a teleport effect each time an active item is used. I don't like that. I don't want to try that. Okay. Well, we're doing okay so far. We're gonna do the boss room right now. Oh, I think I understand though. I think it's like the longer I'm alive in a room, without killing the enemies, the more it charges up, and then eventually I go ballistic mode and just kill everybody. That's fun. Phew, let's check out the devil deal. I've taken you before. Void Tear sets on my Bighorn's hand to attack enemy struck. The Little Horn seems pretty good. I'm actually, you guys are going to see, I'm going to pause my screen real quick because I'm going to see what this other one does. We're going to look at Devil Room items. We've got Ocular Rift. This one is Fiery Tears now have a chance to summon a rift when they land on the ground. The spawned rift sucks in enemies' projectiles and pickups and deals damage to enemies caught inside for 2 seconds. Your chance to fire the rift tier can improve based on your luck stat. At +0 luck, there's a 2.5% chance that this effect activates. The size of the rift scales with your tier damage. That is pretty good. And they deal half of your damage per tick. In Anti-Birth, this item was called Oculus Rift. Definitely see why they had to change that one. I think it's because of the Oculus. Let me see. Whoa. Okay, I'm not taking the Bighorn, but I am taking you because the Bighorn has such a tiny chance to happen apparently. Because I was looking, and also that's kind of good for picking up items. Also with double shot tiers, that's even more common. So hey, hold up, this run is fire. We're doing pretty good though. Let me go back to my topics to talk about. But yeah, I started doing meal prepping. I've really been enjoying the gym. Definitely glad to be doing that. This is a D10 reroll enemies. Hey, this is either amazing or awful. Let me just wipe out these flames. These guys can shoot bullets at you, which I don't really understand. Maybe it's like, maybe the ashes on the flames are, you know, like that. That's actually pretty good. I'm glad I got the Abyss thing because it just sucks all the enemies in the room into it and deals damage to all of them. So I can just kind of like spray and pray, and then eventually it'll kill them. We are speeding up though. Oh, that's what it is. It like progressively speeds you up until you enter your like invincibility stage, which is pretty good. For bosses, it just means that if you survive long enough, you can become invincible and deal a bunch of damage, which, hey, can't complain about. Yeah, I'm not fully sure what D10 does. Like, yes, it rerolls enemies, but like, does it do anything else? We do have a cent here. We're gonna check out our shop. I think we can get some more money throughout our run. Yeah, and so automatically restores 1 charge bar after item use. Use with on. Okay, this one's kind of good. I'm gonna take 9-volt quicker charge. Because now I can reroll my enemies even faster. But who knows if I'll need that? But whatever. Definitely glad I chose the Abyss one. That one's pretty good. Oh, I see. So it re-rolls them into like their worst versions, if there is one. From what I can tell. Hopefully it doesn't ever upgrade them. That would be bad. But for these guys, it at least like turns them blind, which is great. But yeah, something I've noticed with the, I think it's Taurus. I think that's its name. It progressively brings up my, what is it? Also, I think there's secret room here. I'm gonna double check though. Nope, I'm just wasted my bomb. That's amazing. The longer I'm in the room, the more it raises my speed by. And then once it hits about 2, I enter like my invincibility mode. And then I'm able to just charge into enemies. So that's quite nice. It does do a bunch of damage to bosses. Something I'm not making enough use of though, that I probably should be using more, is since we do have quicker charge, we can use the what is it, D10 in every single room. And so I'm hoping that for all enemies, oh wow, yeah, it rolls them down into their worst counterparts. I wonder if that works on bosses. This might be a crazy run, guys. But yeah, I'm really liking the Abyss and everything like that. That's definitely great pick. Double shots really helping with the Abyss also. All of my stuff is kind of synergizing. This is pretty good. And the fact that I'm able to roll down every enemy that I want, that's amazing too. Yeah, I hate when they like give you coins, but like you're either really short on bombs or there's just like no way to get it unless you're flying. So okay, so it doesn't work on bosses. I did just try just now. Wait, what? Okay, it was because of the Abyss. I was wondering why he wasn't like able to what is it, shoot his bullets, but I guess that like the Abyss also sucks in his bullets, so if I can just get one near him, then it makes it so he can't even like hit me. Sty is good though. I cannot complain about it. Damage up, tears up, or damage up, range up, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing else we can really do here. We're just gonna keep on going down. But yes, we were talking about Minecraft Hardcore earlier. Something else I was wanting to talk about is I don't know if anybody else here has heard about the Techno LARP situation. That's something. I don't know. I got mixed opinions about it because I feel like, yeah, it's just the guy's normal voice. But then again, you're like, the guy's son died. You're basically like kind of pretending to be somebody who's dead. And so like, yeah, you've got like Charlie Chaplin impersonators and like whatever, or like Michael Jackson, but like they're not like some big like person like that. They were like a person in a community who's, yes, popular, but you know, they weren't like some global, you know, figure. And so it feels like a little bit messed up to like do that. Plus it wasn't necessarily like just that, it was the fact that like people were basically considering him to be the replacement for Technoblade, which it's like, you know, as much as I wish the guy was still alive, he's not. You know, cancer's a bitch, but you can't be having somebody basically pretend to be some other guy just because you miss that content, you know? And so I don't know, that's just my thought process. Also, D10, I'm loving this item with the 9 volt. It's so good. So glad we took it. I'd go for these items, but I definitely need some more health, or that power pill. Let's see, we do have bombs. What is the card? The levers. May you prosper and be in good health. I forgot I had that card on me, but hey, I ain't complaining. Anyway, let's try and find our item room. We still haven't found this damn thing, so D10. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Such an amazing item. Okay, I think my item room was down over here, so we're gonna go back and double check. But yeah, it seems like one of those things that, like, you know, I get you sound like the guy, and maybe it's forced, maybe it's not, who really knows. But I feel like in general, you can be your own guy, you know. If that's how you make your content anyway, then great. I'm sure you'll have a lot of success, but like to try and like in a sense, market yourself as somebody who's passed away is a little bit messed up. So it's definitely understandable why Technoblade's dad did make a statement saying that, like, hey, I'd prefer if you didn't pretend to be my son, in a sense. So yeah, but I don't know. Just in general, the whole LARP tubers, I don't know if anybody's heard of this before, but like it's definitely odd, because also I'm loving this Abyss one, because I can just keep all the bosses just like kind of stun locked. So I think we're gonna beat this run, hopefully at least. But yeah, it's just weird. There's what is it, LARPiplier, I believe. So he's meant to be the Markiplier of LARP, which, you know, I'm actually kind of fine with him, because he just does like the older content that Markiplier would have, but he does it as he does like the same thing, but he isn't like trying to, he's not being weird about it, if that makes sense. And don't get me wrong, I think that what is it, LARPnoblade was doing everything in good faith. Like, he wasn't trying to be, you know, hurtful to anybody. I don't know why my hearts are flying away from me. That's not very nice. But let's see. But yeah, like it's weird. It's a weird space. I think it's definitely interesting, to say the least. But that's just me. Let me see what else I have. The Taco Bell lettuce thing was something I also had on here. That's a little bit kind of older news, I guess. But yeah, that was weird. Because from what I've heard, like, I haven't kept up on that whole situation, but a lot of places like Taco Bell or whatever, they get all their lettuce pre-processed from, you know, Mexico or wherever, and a lot of those places don't have the same hygiene requirements as, say, the US does. And so what is it, I don't know, like, parasites like that are able to get into the food easier. And so also, I don't know why I didn't just use my D10 to start. It should just be something that, like, I just auto use at the beginning of each room. But whatever. We're about to beat the room anyway. But yeah, like, I feel bad for all the people who did get sick with that, because I don't know too much about it, but it does sound like some people did unfortunately pass away due to it. And so, I don't know, just it's an unfortunate circumstance. You know, I think that at the end of the day, whoever or whatever caused that parasite to get into it, I don't think that it's like their fault too much, because they weren't like going out here being like, I want to, you know, hurt people and give them a parasite. You know, they're just trying to go about their day, I'd assume. And so, I don't know, it's an unfortunate circumstance is how I like to think of it. Placebo, this one's pretty good, but I like my D10 even more, and we don't have a good pill right now, so just not something we're gonna be using. But yeah, I don't know, I've been enjoying this channel. It's kind of giving me just something to do in my free time. This is another one of my kind of topics, I guess, but you know, I still have some friends that I talk to, but what is it, a lot of my friends from high school, like, I've kind of got like an annoying story to tell, because what is it, some of the friends that I'd hang out with in high school, I tried reaching out to him this summer just to, like, you know, be like, hey, you guys want to go hang out sometime or whatever. And instead of like a yes, no, or, you know, sorry man, I can't, or whatever, they proceeded to leave the group chat I was in. So it's like, okay, super nice. And it's whatever. I'll continue on about one of those friends. I don't really call them friends anymore because that whole situation kind of pissed me off. But we're also gonna try and find our secret room real quick. But yeah, it's like if you didn't want to hang out with me anymore, that's fine. Just tell me that. You don't need to go and do that. It's pretty insulting, pretty mean. You know, I don't have like soft feelings to where like, you know, that really hurt my feelings, man. But at the same time, it's like, you know, if you just didn't want to talk to me anymore, then just say that. You know, just be like, hey, you know, we're all going to be off doing our own things. I think we should all just find new people to hang out with, you know. That's totally all good, you know. I have no hard feelings about that. But when you just, like, basically, like, I try and, you know, make some sort of effort, or, like, I don't know, but you just leave because of that. It's frustrating. And then what is it with that? One of the guys, his name is Jordan. What is it? One time I was in his car. We were going to get lunch, and you know, it was nothing too crazy. He just he ended up going over a curb at one point. And, you know, it wasn't too big of a deal. I was just kind of telling him, like, you know, he tends to do that a lot. He goes over curbs. And, you know, that's just who he is. You know, I think that he could definitely do a better job at, you know, trying not to hit curbs. But I'm not, like, you know, super, like, you know, man, I really hate you for that. And, like, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. He went over a curb though, and I was just thinking, you know, whatever, you know, I don't like going over curbs, but at the end of the day, it's not like it's the end of the world. Also, we're gonna check out this item real quick, but I'll continue on what I was saying. Also, I'll just talk about this one because I just found it. Upon use, grants the use of brimstone for the current room. If used twice in the same room, the brimstone laser becomes massive and deals 1.8 more damage. Using more than twice in the room will give a damage increase each time. Okay, we're gonna take this one. I don't know if this is gonna completely cook my build or what, but let me see, because it will give a damage increase each time. So I just don't know, because D10 is good, but this one's also really good. But I gotta use it twice in the same room. I probably shouldn't have taken it. I think about it. But it's whatever. It's whatever. We live and we learn. But yeah, so we went over a curb, and you know, it was no big deal. And you know, I kind of was just like, hey, you know, like, I don't even think I said anything. I was just like a little bit like annoyed, and he's like, but he was the one that kind of made like the first thing that kind of like, I didn't really get set off a ton, but we went over the curb, and then I kind of made like, you know, an audible discomfort sound, if that makes sense, because I mean, you're going over a curb, who wouldn't be a little, you know, disturbed? Like, you know, I don't like going over curbs. It's very jolting. And so I made a sound, and he's like, you know, I don't understand why they gotta put these curbs so close. Keep in mind, this is like probably out of my entire like town, one of the most lenient of all of the what is it, turns. Like, if you had just taken more than 2 seconds and gone a little bit slower, you would have been just fine. But, you know, I'm not, like, too upset about it, but, like, I call him out on this. Like, I'm telling him, like, hey, man, you know, it's... I'll continue on what I'm saying, but I'm ending off the video here. That is a beyond annoying death. Anyway, but I call him out on it, and the guy's like, you know, I just be like, hey, you know, just to be honest, if you went a little bit slower, we wouldn't have hit the curb. You know, it's just I mentioned like, hey, can we try and take turns a little bit slower in the future? And then he kind of like was like, yeah, and then like they didn't really talk much during that, but then the next day, he what is it? I'm gonna turn down my game audio so you guys can maybe hear me a little bit better for this. But the next day, I show up and I try and find them at lunch, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I had a doctor's appointment," and then the other friend is like, "Oh yeah, I'm hanging out with some other people," and I thought, hey, you know, we all do our own things sometimes. That's all good. It's whatever. I get my own lunch and I start heading out to my car, and guess who I see leaving in their car? The two other friends together, and I'm like, what the hell? And I sent him a text about it, like, hey, if you guys didn't want to hang out with me today, that's fine. Tell me about it though. Like, I don't appreciate being lied to. And they proceed to call me and like, well, I'm sorry, man, you just seem like you've been like a really big asshole lately. I was like, dude, what are you going on about? I told you to just go a little bit slower over the curbs and we wouldn't have an issue. And suddenly I'm the big bad wolf, like I'm the big old villain in the story, like, and so it really just kind of set me off a little bit. Like, I didn't say anything, but I was just like, you know, I'm sorry that you thought that I was being mean. That was by no means my intention. But no joke, we didn't talk to each other for months or a month. And then once it came to like homecoming, we saw each other again at like after prom, and I was like, hey, what's up? And it's like we talked a little bit, and we said that I assumed at least that we were past that. But newsflash, apparently we weren't, because I mean that's at least what I'm assuming this is all about, because it's like it seems like we talked a little bit, we didn't really hang out much more through that end of the year during lunches or anything like that. But you'd assume that, hey, you know, we worked things out, because, I mean, who the hell stays angry about a curb incident? Like, it's just one of those things, like, if you're upset about it, that's fine, but leave it in the past day. Um, you know, wake up on a new day and, you know, go with a new step forward. But anyway, I'm assuming he's still upset about it, or upset at me, or whatever. And, yeah, so I'm kind of done hanging out with them. They're all off doing their own things. I think some of them are in, I know one of them's going off to do a mission somewhere, which, I don't know. I'll get into that on a different video. Like, I have nothing against people that go on missions. It's just, it seems like, I don't know. That's a topic for another video. But, yeah, it's definitely something that's kind of ticked me off about Jordan and like that whole situation with the curb, and now this with them just doing that. And so I don't know, friends come and go. I'm excited for college at least, because hopefully I'll make some new ones, but at the current point it's one of those things that like I'm kind of content with myself, so not too in a hurry. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed me just kind of rambling on, I'd appreciate a subscribe. If you've watched this far, even, you know, literally, I'm gonna clap for you right now. Like, thank you so much. Like, you mean the world to me. You genuinely mean the world to me, so thank you for that. Um, you know, I really appreciate it. So if you guys really do enjoy it, I'd appreciate a subscribe, and you guys can come back. I'd like to get monetized at some point, but I'm a long ways down the road from that. But hopefully the topics on this video were a bit better, because I tried to think a little bit more in advance and spread out these topics a bit more, but you know, it's whatever. At least it's better than the last one. I was struggling to find what to talk about for a good while, but anyway, I think we've been dead for like a solid 5 minutes now. I need to end this recording. Sorry guys for dragging this out. I appreciate you guys. It's been fun. I hope I see you in the next one, but that's about it for this video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.